Everything will be okay if you believe in what you do and you give it your 100% best. Because motherfucker, even if it doesn't work out, you're gonna walk away with such pride knowing that you tried your best. You've probably had enough of all the bullshit advice that you've received over your life. So I'm gonna give you one that's gonna absolutely change your life. Become fucking delusional. You absolutely need to become delusional because you see, common sense is for the common people. And if you're anything like me, young, ambitious, you have nothing to do with these people. You don't want to be common. You want to be uncommon. You want to be successful. You want to break generational curses. You want to break family traditions and, all these like limiting self-beliefs that the world has said, you'll never become famous. You'll never make it. It won't work. No, you should do this instead. If you want to be exceptional, well, how can you expect to be exceptional if you're not willing to become the exception? And in order to do that, you must first become delusional. People will mock you, they will judge you, they will talk to you behind your back. They won't even talk to you directly to your face. They'll spread hate comments online, they'll send it to other people. They will look at you weird, they will see you as crazy. But you only get one shot at life, so are you willing to live? Are you willing to sacrifice your own life? The one shot, the one chance that you have. Are you willing to sacrifice that for everybody else? And you know what the worst part is? These people, they will judge, mock, and talk about you behind your back, whether you are delusional or not. Because you see, they're the kind of people that breed off of negativity, of drama, of living vicariously through other people. They will never jump off the cliff, but they will watch other people jump off the cliff. They will never build their business, but they will watch POV day in the life of a 10K entrepreneur building his life videos. They will watch that stuff, but they won't take the action themselves. So no matter what you do, whether you follow the script or you don't, whether you create your own path or you don't, these people will be there to judge you over and over and over again. So let me ask you this again. You only get one shot at life. Are you willing to sacrifice your entire life, your dreams, your passions, your desires for these people? For the common people? For the peasants? Yeah, that's what I thought. You must become delusional. The eyes are prisoners to the unseen. Growing up, I wanted to be an astronaut. As a kid, like very young kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. And people would just look at me weird and they're like, nah, you can't do that. Why? Like, who said? Where's the rule? Is it written somewhere? Is it in my code? Did God create me without the ability to become an astronaut? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's get into the video. Visible light makes up 0.0035% of everything that we see around us. The light, the clouds, the people, the reflections, the ocean, the buildings, everything that exists in this world that you can see with your eyes makes up only a tiny, tiny fraction of the entire reality. A 0.0035% fraction of what we can see totally. The other 99.9965% is all up here. It's all in the mind. It's in the spiritual plane, not in the physical plane. Because you see, light, the things that we see, we can only see because light bounces off of them and into our eyes. See, that's why when it's dark, it's very hard for you to see anything. And somebody could convince you that nothing exists if all you knew was darkness. Without the lights, we cannot see anything. Light simply bounces off of objects, off of things, and goes into our eyes. But you see, light only makes up 0.0035% of entire reality. There are many realities and phenomenons that we cannot even begin to not only see, but comprehend. I'll throw a few at you. Gravity. Can you see gravity? No. But you can see its effects. You can't see wind, but you can feel its effects. You can't see temperature, but you can feel its effects, can't you? What about some more spiritual things? Generosity, abundance, the feeling of like righteousness. When life is going so well that you think that nothing else can go wrong. You can't see it, but you can feel it. You can feel abundance. When you feel like you've just been blessed by the universe, by God, you can feel it, but you can't see it. So why are we living in a imprisoned state where we only truly believe and we only allow what we see? And what we see, as we established, is 0.0035%. That's 2 zeros after the point. That is literally insignificance. And yet that makes up everything that we see. How funny of a paradox is that? So why limit yourself only to the 0.0035% like 99% of people do? You ever heard this? Stop trying too hard. So you had wild aspirations as a kid, and people took that away from you. And let me introduce you to the people that took that away from you. Here we have, this is your corporate job. How did this take away your wildest dreams? Fluorescent lights, 4 walls, rules and codes, and no, don't do that. Just follow the guidelines. Follow the protocols. We have company policies. We have this. If you want this, you have to do that. It's scripted. It's like a ladder, and there's only one way up. There aren't multiple, but life doesn't work that way. In life, there are multiple ways up, and there are multiple ways down, and there are multiple ways to stay exactly where you are. But this teaches you there is only one way up, and that is by meeting your KPIs. Do you see how limiting that is to the human? That is almost an insult to what a human being can accomplish. Think about it. We discovered gravity. We invented medicine. We explored not only the new world, but the old world. We went to space. We were exploring underneath in our oceans. Some people, some historical figures have transcended reality and become enlightened. There have been prophets. There have been people who claim to be gods. And yet, the only way for you to succeed is by meeting KPIs? Dude, there's more to life than just that 0.0035%. The next person, this is your mother. Why did your mother take your aspiration away from you? Because when things went wrong, she was like, oh, it's okay, son. Maybe this wasn't for you. It's okay. It's fine. Everything will be okay. Yeah, that just makes you more comfortable. And men don't need to hear everything will be okay. Men need to hear everything will be okay if you believe in what you do and you give it your 100% best. Because motherfucker, even if it doesn't work out, you're gonna walk away with such pride knowing that you tried your best. That's what men to hear. That's what men need to hear. This is your father. Your father took your aspirations from you. And I'll tell you why. As a young man growing up, you look up to your father as a role model for authority and masculinity. And because you're a man, you're trying to be more masculine and you're trying to have some self-beliefs. So every now and then, you will do stupid things and you will act in a stupid way. For example, when you celebrate a goal, maybe you might celebrate a bit too hard. Okay? Maybe when your parents ask you what you want to do after you grow up and leave high school, you might tell them, yes, Dad, I'm going to become a professional football player. What just happened there? Anyway, that'll fix itself. And sometimes what happens is they look at you and they're like, son, you need to be more humble. You need to relax a little bit, right? You need to like chill out a little bit. It's like, maybe you should be a bit more realistic, son. You know, be a bit more realistic. Yeah, that sounds good. But you need to be more realistic. There's a real world out there. You need to work hard and you need to make money. So don't worry about your dreams. Don't worry about your aspirations. Just go get a job. That's how he takes that away from you. Every time you try to be masculine and he pushes that down, you question your own masculinity and your own confidence and self-belief in what you want from life. And like we talked about it many times before, if you're not trying to live your best life, why are you living at all? You're simply existing, brother, and you need to stop existing. You need to start living. And all these videos, all this educational stuff, the program that I'm building, the community that I'm building in the description, top link below, is all designed to help you take back what is rightly yours. It's a God-given right of yours to be masculine and to have full self-belief and confidence in yourself. This right here is your group of friends. You know, every time, you know when you go to the gym and you work out and you post a photo, your friends talk about you behind your back. You know, when you want to share with them your wins, when you tell them, like, imagine telling your friends, hey boys, I want to become a YouTuber, what do you think? But they're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to like think you're weird, and they're going to like stop inviting you to events. They're going to stop talking to you, stop messaging you, right? Yeah, these motherfuckers take your aspirations away from you as well. These are toxic people. If your friends do not support you, if they don't have your back, they are not your friends. They are simply buddies that you have a common addiction between. For me, that was drugs. Literally, I would hang out with my friends every week, and the only thing we had in common wasn't business, wasn't that fact that we're ambitious and we want to build a better family, better future for our families. It's not the fact that we want to be successful or get into shape. It was literally marijuana. So think about that. The last person that takes away your aspirations and your dreams is your teacher. See, as a man, you were told to be quiet. You were told to sit down still and do your work and focus and not talk and not to laugh. You were told as a man in high school to not be physical because physicality is dangerous. Too much testosterone is dangerous. Don't be a man. Sit down, cross your legs, warm up your balls so you don't produce much sperm. This motherfucker. Now, I don't know why she's Asian. I love Asian people, right? So I have nothing against Asians. But I have something against fucking teachers, especially high school teachers, especially women teachers. I'm not even sorry to say that. Women teachers are a fucking scam to young boys. Young boys do not need women teachers. They also do not need feminine male teachers. They need masculine role models in their life. But that's another topic for another time. All these people have taken your aspirations and your wildest dreams away from you as a kid because they are prisoners to the 0.0035% of reality which makes up their world. They have fallen into the trap that what they see is reality. So anytime you give them an idea that they've never heard of before, a thought that they've never thought about before, a perspective that they've never explored before, they will absolutely fight you because they need to be grounded in the reality that they have convinced themselves is true. The ego is afraid of change. It is afraid of being proven wrong. The ego wants to be right so that it can protect you. And these people are caught up in that ego battle that they need to be right. Think about your teacher teaching you maths. Imagine if you corrected your maths teacher. Like, sure, she or he might be like, oh, you know, congratulations, nice. I didn't even see that one. Deep down inside, they fucking hate you, dude. They hate you because you just question their authority as a teacher. These people are dangerous. You need to be careful. And the thing is, none of these people are delusional. They are all common peasants. Because you see, we go back to this topic. Oh, you know, your boys in high school might have told you this. Oh, bro, you try too hard. You're a try hard, bro. I kid you not, I'm going to stand up my hand and say, sometimes I used to say that. Do you know who says, like, I used to play football in high school every single day. We used to kick the ball around and it would become so competitive. We would become enemies on the field and best friends after and off the field. And I used to say to this one guy was really fucking good, right? One of my friends. He was playing professional at that age as well. And sometimes I used to tell him, bro, you try too hard. Like, stop trying too hard, relax. Do you know why I said that? And do you know why everybody else will say that? And I'm telling you the honest truth. Nobody else will tell you this. I'm telling you the honest truth. People who say stop trying too hard are afraid. Yeah, I was afraid because that guy was better than me. I wanted to be better than him. I thought I was better than him. But he was better than me. And that was the reality. And I couldn't accept that. So instead of accepting that, I just said, oh, bro, you're a tryhard. Stop trying too hard. You know, relax. It's not even that serious, bro. Relax. Like, have some fun, dude. No, I was scared, dude. I was literally afraid that this guy is better than me. So if anybody does not support you on your goals, whether that's building a business, becoming the best professional football player, becoming a martial artist, chasing your dreams, if anybody retaliates with stop trying too hard, be more realistic, that will never work, you know, yada yada. A lot of people doing it, it's too saturated. They are afraid of you, brother. They are afraid of you. They are afraid that if you succeed, that they will have to look at themselves in pity and shame. And again, the ego wants to protect who you are and your identity. And anytime the ego feels threatened, it will try to defend itself by being aggressive and negative to anything that has the potential to hurt you. In my case, it was the guy in football that was doing better than me. And my ego needed to protect itself because I am not my ego. Those are two very separate things. My ego needed to protect itself by causing me to say, oh, bro, you're trying too hard, relax. But guess what? The people that don't try too hard, you know what they all have in common? They are all out of shape or overweight. They have some sort of blood issues, or they're high in estrogen, low in testosterone. Their dick doesn't work. Literally, most men today are infertile, let alone erectile dysfunction. Their dick doesn't work. They can't even get it up. They are unwilling to fight and defend themselves. Unwilling. Like, I can't fight is one thing. I'm unwilling to fight is another thing. They will never speak up or rock the boat. They will never raise their hands and ask for a promotion. If they're in a conversation they don't like, they will not step outside. If somebody is hurting them or saying mean things about them, they will never confront them. They find approaching women as scary as a saber-toothed tiger. Like, let that sink in for a minute. Men who don't try hard will make excuses. Again, in my situation, instead of me trying hard to become better than the other person, my friend, I just made excuses. Oh, bro, you're trying too hard. Bro, you gotta relax. Like, it's fine. It's not even that deep, bro. No, men who don't try hard will make fucking excuses for anything. They will wait for life to happen. I'm gonna raise my hand and say, I absolutely did this. How are you waiting for life? I would watch a self-improvement video on how to fix your life. I watched Hamza's How to Fix Your Life video. It's like 2-3 hours. And I watched it on a Thursday. Instead of starting to fix my life on Thursday, I waited until Monday because it symbolized the start of a new week. You can probably imagine what I did on Monday, not fucking fix my life, right? Men who don't try hard have normal jobs. Yep. Will work until they retire. Not because they want to work, because they fucking have to. Because they didn't try, right? If you tried, you probably would have a better job, a better career. Okay? But because you didn't try and you thought it was cool and it's not that deep, well, congratulations. You're 65, no retirement funds, and you're still working. Not because you want to, but because you have to. Lastly, they do not believe in themselves, let alone other people. And they will try their best to make you become like them. In an age of pussies, you must stand out like dog's balls. Be polarizing because, as I said in the past, it is better to be hated and loved than to be invisible. The number one cause of all mortality in the world, like the easiest way to die, the thing that's in common with death everywhere is loneliness. And being invisible is a sure way, quick fucking millionaire fast lane way to become invisible and lonely. They will try their absolute best. Here is what you must do. You must stick to your beliefs and you must believe in them with such arrogance that normal people look at you and think, wow, you're so arrogant. Yeah, bro, of course, you must believe in your values, because if you don't believe in your values, people will try to influence you otherwise. They will try to manipulate you. They will try to change your thoughts and your values. And we've seen it unfold in real time. 100 years ago, being gay was unacceptable. Now it's normal. 20 years ago, I had never heard of transsexual stuff. That's because I wasn't even born. But now, it's so normal, isn't it? People will change their values over time. You must stand like a rock in an ocean of waves, imperturbable to outside circumstance, influence, manipulations, opinions, and thoughts. That does not mean you will be stuck in your ways. As you know, if you, I know for a fact you're smart and you have, above 3-digit IQ. You must always be a student for life. So if you find maybe you're valuing the wrong things and you find that out on your own, then yeah, 100% become a student and look at that. But do not allow anyone else to convince you otherwise. They don't want the best for you. You know who wants the best for you? Me and your future self. That's why I'm in front of the camera today. That's why I'm building my own community of young, ambitious men who are sick of the artificial bullshit comfort life, who need to reclaim their primal inner masculinity. For that, I'm telling you, go to the top link in the description. You will not fucking regret it. Your future self wants the best for you. But you know who doesn't want the best for you? Your old self. Because there's that same old self that keeps telling you and convincing you to relax, to not work so hard, to give up. My old self almost convinced me that I should kill myself. Almost. Last topic, you must be arrogant as fuck, and be arrogant as fuck in your values, your dreams, your aspirations, the image of yourself, the capability in which you have to achieve your goals. It's not like, I think I can do it. It is, I know I can fucking do it. I was made for this. There's a huge difference. Your integrity and your beliefs, these are absolutely key. Do you believe in God? Do you go to a school where it's full of atheists and they mock God? Will you be able to stand up in front of them and defend God? I believe in God. I believe he is real. And anytime I get into a conversation with someone and they're like, oh, I don't believe in God, I'm like, all right, dude, like, that's cool, That's cool. I'm not trying to, convince you. But the moment you start attacking God, I'm going to defend it. And then I'm going to walk away. Because I've realized after, defending it for 2 minutes, I'm wasting my time, right? This is what you need to do. Be arrogant as fuck in your own life. Be humble in front of God, not peasants. You must walk around the world like you are the most influential person in your own world. There are 8 billion people in this world. There are 8 billion worlds. There are 8 billion realities. Every person has their own world, so you must become the most influential in your own world. You see, there are people out there like this that will try to sway your world into theirs. But your world is your world, and you must be the creator and the writer of your own world. If you're religious, if you believe in Christ, if you believe in God, you will know that humans are created in the image of God. There's a verse in the Bible which I haven't read, but it says something like, men are created in the image of God. There's a verse in the Quran that says, so we blew our spirit into Adam, something like that. Our spirit meaning God's spirit. The Holy Spirit, they will say in Christianity. In the Quran, it says that verse, and we have given us a little bit of our spirit into Adam. That means you have the power. You are a kind of God of your own reality, but not God as in the sense you make the change, you do this and you create your own reality. No. You get good with God first. You feel God inside him, and what happens is God works through you. Not trying to get all religious and all that stuff, but you must be arrogant in your beliefs. You're fucking, You must be arrogant in your masculinity, your beliefs, your integrity, your vision. Because God created you with these visions, this aspiration, this energy, this way of thinking, your values. And anytime you do not uphold those values, anytime you are not acting like your true authentic self, you are pretty much telling God, I don't like the character that you gave me. God has given you powers. And anytime you are not authentic to yourself, you drift away further and further away from God. And the more you uphold your values, your integrity, the more masculine you are with your life, the more belief you have in what you believe to be true, while keeping that student mindset. I told you, we're not just stupid, arrogant people. We are highly intelligent, arrogant people. Which means if there is something wrong, we will correct it, we will learn, and we will master it. We're not just stupidly walking around arrogant. We're intelligent. And anytime you do this, you become closer to the image God has created you with. And if you can live with zest and self-confidence in what you can do, what you will accomplish, God will work with you. God will work through you.